Walk people through what the streets of New York were like at that time, and maybe there's a story that comes to mind that really illustrates the depth
Well,
of
I'll
it.
tell you, murders constantly, beatings constantly. It was just buck wild. I mean, 77 was the blackout. I was on the streets for that.
What happened during the blackout?
Well, the city lost power in July, mid-July. I think it was the 14th, and the city it was already broke. The city was broke. There's a great documentary if you want to know about. That was my first full year on the streets. It's called New York '77, the coolest year in hell. Look it up on YouTube. You want to see what the city was like? The city was fucking broke. The city was crime-ridden. They laid off cops. It was just ready to explode. And then when the blackout hit, but if you want to know like a story, and here this is a regular occurrence. I was living with these junkies, and then they got popped, and one of the junkies and myself got away. We weren't there that day. So the next gig was he would make fake LSD and fake drugs and sell it at the Garden. So we would go up, sell beat acid at the Garden, take real acid and go see fucking Zeppelin or all these amazing bands in 77. And one concert, we would always go in to this bar up there. I think it was called McCann's or something by the Garden. And we would count up how much money we made and then go buy real drugs, get tickets, go see the concert. So the guy that I was working with, this junkie named Mike, he didn't work this concert. I did. So I went in the bathroom of McCann's and I counted up. I ordered food. I went into the bathroom to take a piss, and I'm at the urinal and there's this dude in the stall behind me, taking a dump. So this fucking Spanish dude walks up to me with a fucking blade like this behind me while I'm pissing and I turn around and he's like, shh. And he walks over and he kicks in the stall to the toilet. And the black dude sitting on the toilet, he grabs him by the afro and starts fucking slicing his face to shreds, stabbing him in the neck, fucking blood squirting out of the dude's jugular. The dude just fell over to the side and fucking died right in front of me. And the stall was here, the door was there. I had to walk by him to get out, and he was blocking the path. So I turn around to get out, and he comes up to me with the fucking knife in his hand, blood dripping. I'm the only witness that just saw him murder somebody. And it was just this stare down. And not a single word was said the whole time he came in that bathroom and murdered that dude for whatever beef they had. And he just looked at me and my eyes were like, this dude was bigger, stronger, could kill me right fucking there. And for some reason, he just went like this and fucking dropped the knife and walked out. And I was like, that could have been my life right there. Or, we sold dust to this dude's sister and she bugged out. She hurt herself. Dude comes in the park blasting with a fucking 22 automatic, shot me in the back of the leg. Like, it's just... And then the dude tried to slip us a Mickey at his house, the guy I was dealing for in Forest Park. And he tried to rape he raped this other kid, but he tried to rape me too, and I fought him off. And then woke up to him raping this kid in the back bedroom. And the guy was mafiosa. He was fucking like 6'3". They called him Disco Mike, and he was connected to the mob, and he looked like John Travolta on steroids, literally from Saturday Night Live. And I fucking beat him with a bat, and then I just found out this guy hits me up. He read my book like 2 years ago. He sends me a newspaper clipping. That same dude was murdered. I think he was the Gambino crime family or something, and he raped one of their nephews. And they fucking beat him to death with a baseball bat and shoved it up his ass. And this is the world that I come from. So, like, this is what I witnessed, going in fucking jail, getting locked up, the streets.
What did you go to jail for?
I had 3 charges eventually. My first charge, I sold weed to undercover cops. We had a hot dog stand on 98th Street in Rockaway Beach. And that was the first one. Then I broke into a supermarket and they caught me. And the last one, I sold dust to an undercover cop in Forest Park. And that was the one that got me. And they wanted me to snitch on the dude that I was getting the dust from, but I didn't snitch, you know.